We are halfway home. Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 9, presented by Lowe's. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And it's Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to run the deep route here and pull it in. 49 yards for the touchdown. The Cardinals win their second straight as they get the victory here. From there, let's look in on the Titans and Seahawks from Seattle. And this is Alec Iomanner. They'll get it out to him left side, and then he'll take it the rest of the way. He'll wind up going 60 yards for the touchdown. The Titans win their fourth straight as they get the victory here. Time to check out the Week 9 injury report as we reach the midway point of the year. The big news of the week comes from the Chicago Bears and their young and improving wideout. He's going to have his arm in a sling for a little bit. He's dealing with an elbow injury. He'll likely miss a little bit of time, but the hopes are that he should be able to return in a week or two. Week number 9, players rounding into midseason form. Let's name our EA Sports Player of the Week. And we'll highlight this man, Jared Goff. He was tremendous in the win over the Vikings. Whatever the defense tried to throw at him, he had the answer. Nothing worked. The Lions find a way. They win it by a point. A look now at this week's top performers in the NFL. Never too early to start thinking about the postseason awards. How about we take our first look at the MVP race this season? So many great candidates this year, but only one will win. This could be the closest voting ever. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. So that'll do it for us and for the first half of the NFL's regular season. It's going fast. Until next week, Scott Hansen saying goodnight from Orlando.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2027 Minnesota Vikings.
On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. His guys come in here winners of 2 straight. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Powering his way forward. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Caleb going to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Wow, just one snap in, partner. You can punch this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. There's Allison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Once again, it's Monangai. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions. game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. And this is incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film,
where's he throwing the ball? Like, where he's doing it, he just did this shit last game.
So now you just
Where's he throwing the ball? I'm trying to throw it to the right. He throws it back right to the defender. Throws it right at him.
receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. We'll soon find out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bears take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Monungai. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact, well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bruce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Vikings at 3-6 now in the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle they go. Bruce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as...
Every ball's fucking batted down. I can't throw the ball because I have no fucking time. Like, they just get in instantly. I can't throw the fucking ball because of that.
Second down. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bruce. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown.
I feel like I owe him like a couple bucks to throw down his pants or something on that dance. I'm a tip.
And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they...
He has just become an absolute run-stopping horse on that side. 96. He is such a good run-stopping end.
Look at your play sheet and think,
what a fucking pick.
play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Williams. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the... An automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Williams, a give to Monangai. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bears' 1st down.
Once again, it's Monungai. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Slot man moves right. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early in offense.
Then he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Gain of 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Brandon Ayuk, 31 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing is McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. Bulldozes past him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First down. and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On play action, now McCarthy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive. Yielding nothing. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And you see what they've done with some of these recent drives and their aggressiveness. To haunt them a little bit, turnover on downs, hoping for a better result this time around. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
McCarthy off the play fake. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incomplete.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here. Middle.
Yeah, they would tone the fucking pass rush down in this, man. I can't even do like a play action pass or anything. So fucking dumb. I can't complete a pass to them because of this.
And give some kudos to the defense.
That was a fucking touchdown if they didn't do that shit to me. That had a touchdown.
And it turns into
If I was able to fucking sit back and actually fucking throw the ball, the guy was going to be wide open.
It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
Vikings 16.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be backed up a bit here after the free kick as they start out 1st and 10. This is caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Off the bootleg,
line.
here's McCarthy. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson.
Number 20.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 20-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And able to break this out all the way. Yard line, great return. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In motion, the tight end. To throw, it's Williams. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
At the Vikings,
To throw once more, here's Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. Here is 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A gain of 5. First down, Chicago.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So, past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action here with Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Seriously? No, he didn't rough him.
Well,
this is getting out of control. I get 1 or 2 of these a game where they just hand themselves 15 yards. How did he rough the passer there? Oh, God, I don't know.
talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. Manungai. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. And now out comes Minnesota. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better.
Flip the play. He goes to flip the play, and the play doesn't flip.
It comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Now 2nd and 9. Quickly to Addison here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. Looking to put a drive together. Williams throwing to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Working out of the gun, Williams. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. First down, here's Manungai. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A give. It's Monungai. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On play action, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Bruce. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bruce. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late.
My God, the fucking constant never-ending motion.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
That was a fucking touchdown play, too. I had them fucking, I had them fucked on that play.
5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Romeo Dobbs, 56 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point.
This place takes so fucking long to develop sometimes. It's just crazy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They'll run from the gun, Monungai. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy on the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
It's knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them all. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. Looking to put a drive together. Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. it. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Bears.
Here's Williams. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Vikings are going to get the football.
There he is, the newest DB, baby. Nice job. Yeah, this guy's a good player.
Maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
18-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
Jordan Addison. A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Back to throw. Williams. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Chicago.
Throwing again here, Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Manungai up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Bears.
On first down, right back to Manungai. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll come up in a 4-receiver look. 2 left, 2 right, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Caleb Williams, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
38. Bears 24.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll keep it on the ground. Bruce. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
The 30-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bruce. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw McCarthy. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
He was taken down.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game...
Yep, try to do a different coverage and it's fucking wide open.
Just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got his man up.
If they're just handing them yards at this point, they're just fucking handing it to them. I hate this shit.
Great effort there.
I hate this fucking bullshit.
1 yard. And the Bears get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
41. Bears.
So that drive of 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And the Vikings able to recover.
Yeah, they're trying to make it look like he actually had a good game, but he did fucking nothing until the last 2 drives. He did nothing. He did fucking nothing. Did nothing.
As we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining bright.
He hit like 100 yards fucking about 3 minutes ago. Did fucking nothing all game.
It's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4 and 6. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3 and 6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.